Good morning, my dear students. After a long time, we are back again with our online classes. You know that the present COVID situations again force us to conduct online classes. So, welcome back everybody to the Max online class today. Dear students, today we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is graphs. In this chapter, we study about the Cartesian coordinate system and how to plot points on a Cartesian plane and how to make a linear graph. Dear students, you know that on a number line we are locating the points. But sometimes it may not be sufficient to locate the position of a point on a plane with a single line. In order to locate the correct position of a point on a plane, we need a combination of vertical and horizontal lines. You know that on the earth we are locating a place by taking the longitude and latitude. That means vertical lines and horizontal lines. On the basis of that, we locate a place on the globe or earth. Just like that, in a Cartesian plane, in order to locate the position of a particular point, we need a combination of horizontal and vertical line. So, it may not be possible to locate a place with a single line. Therefore, in order to solve this problem, a French mathematician, René Descartes, he came up with a system of locating points on a plane here, that is called the Cartesian coordinate system. In Cartesian coordinate system, we have a combination of vertical and horizontal line. The horizontal line is known as x axis and the vertical line, that is known as y axis. And a combination of this horizontal and vertical axis is called the coordinate axis. If horizontal and vertical axis that intersect at a right angle or intersect perpendicular, then that axis is called the coordinate axis. As it is shown in the figure here, in Cartesian coordinate system, we have a combination of vertical and horizontal line, and this is called the horizontal. This horizontal line is called the x-axis, and this vertical line is called the y-axis. And when x-axis and y-axis both are drawn vertically to each other, then it is called a coordinate axis. As shown in the figure, you can see that this coordinate axis that divide a plane into four equal parts, each part is known as quadrant. The first part is known as anti-clockwise. We see it is known as first quadrant, and this is second quadrant, and this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. And the place where it originates, this is known as origin. O, this O represents, that is origin. So in a Cartesian plane, you can see that the Cartesian coordinate axis that divide the Cartesian plane into four equal parts, each part is called the quadrant. Means first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Four quadrant you can see here. And the center point, the middle part, that is known as origin. And you know that every point on a Cartesian plane, that's a combination of x coordinate and y coordinate. When x coordinate and y coordinate they intersect, that is the position of a point. Here you can see that when x coordinate and y coordinate, when we arrange in a particular order, that is called the ordered pair. If I draw a point here, you can see that This is a combination. This point is a combination of horizontal line and vertical line. If I draw horizontally a line from here and vertically here, this where these two lines join together, that point is a combination of two coordinates. That means x coordinate and y coordinate. Here x coordinate that represents how far this from the origin on the x axis. Here you can see that from origin it is 3 x axis. This part represents x axis and this line represents y axis. On x axis this point lies 3 units away. So the x coordinate is 3 and from y axis it is 2 units away, that is it is 2. So the coordinate here, x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 2. This is called an ordered pair because it is this point, the two coordinates are arranged in an order. So this coordinate point that represents the combination of x coordinate and y coordinate. Always we write x coordinate first and y coordinate next. And here x coordinate is known as abscissa and y coordinate is known as ordinate. This is x coordinate and this is y coordinate. X coordinate is known as abscissa and y coordinate is known as ordinate. Always we write x coordinate first and y coordinate next. This is known as an ordered pair. So now students, we have learned about what is a Cartesian plane and what is coordinate axis and what is origin, what is x coordinate and what is y coordinate, and what are quadrants. And you can see that a point that's a combination of two coordinates. Here you can see that if I put a point here, x coordinate on x axis, it is just vertically above 3. So x coordinate is -3 and y coordinate is 1. And here x coordinate, if I put a point here, x coordinate is -3 and y coordinate is -4. Here against 4 this point. That means if I draw here, it is against 4. So this is -4. So every point that's a combination of x coordinate and y coordinate. And if I put a point here, it represents x coordinate is 1 and y coordinate is -3. So from this we can understand that any point that lies on x first quadrant, that both x coordinate and y coordinate will be positive, and any point lies on the second quadrant where x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. And if both x coordinate and y coordinate are negative, then we can understand that that point lies on third quadrant. And when x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative, that point may lie on fourth quadrant. If I take any other points, here you can see that if I put a point here, x coordinate is 5 and y coordinate is -2. Here also the x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. So if both x and y coordinate are positive, we should understand that that point lies on first quadrant. And if x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive, then we should understand that that point lies on second quadrant. And if both are negative, then we should understand that that point lies on third quadrant. And if x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative, we should understand that that point lies on fourth quadrant. So this is about Cartesian plane, and now I think you understand that how to plot points on Cartesian plane. So in this chapter, we do the work in your graph book, and some definitions are there. That definition you can write in your practical maths copy, and all the diagrams, drawings that should be done in graph book, and you should use scale and pencil to draw the graph work. Okay, students, now we are going to solve exercise 18.1. Students, this 18.1 first question you have to do in your graph book. In line side you have to write the question, and just against that on graph page you have to draw this graph. The question is that plot the following points on a number line. On a number line you have to locate these points. You know that on a number line, right side of 0 we write all the positive numbers, and left of the 0 we write all the negative numbers. So you draw this number line on your graph paper, on graph page, and in the center there should be 0, and at every line to the right you write all the positive numbers, and to the left you write negative numbers. Now you want to plot. After writing that, and all the points you have to make by pencil, and also use a scale to draw the straight line. Don't draw freehand lines without using scale. So use a ruler and make a straight line, and also use pencil to draw the every graph. So here first -3, where we are locating -3 lies on the left of 0. So here we can darken. This is -3, and 0 is the center origin, and here 7 positive. So we mark here positive, and -1 it is left of 0. So we locate here, and 3 here, and -5 here. So in this way we can darken or highlight the numbers which are given in the question. In this way we can represent the numbers on a number line. And look at the second question. Write the ordinate and abscissa of the following coordinate. Here coordinate points are given different: A, B, C, D, E, F. 6 coordinate points are given. In that, which is the ordinate and which is the abscissa? Ordinate means y coordinate, and abscissa means x coordinate. Dear students, as I have explained, always we in a coordinate in an ordered pair, always we write. This is called an ordered pair. In the ordered pair, always we write abscissa first. The number which is written first, that is abscissa, and number which is written which has written second, that is ordinate. So here abscissa is 1 and ordinate is -2. And here abscissa is 6, and here ordinate is -3. And here abscissa is -3 and ordinate is 10. And here abscissa is 7 and ordinate is 0. And here abscissa is 3 and ordinate is -5. And here abscissa, that is -5, and ordinate is -2. So in this way we can find which is abscissa and ordinate in a coordinate pair. In an ordered pair, always you remember that abscissa will be written first. That means the first number that is written in an ordered pair is the abscissa, and the next number is the ordinate or y coordinate. Students, next question number 3. This you have to do on a graph paper. The question is, plot the following points on a graph paper. Point A, -1, 6, B, 7 and -2, and -4, -4, and D, -3, -2, 0, 0, and 3, 5. Students, listen carefully that how to plot numbers on a Cartesian plane here. Here I have drawn the plane. In your graph book, you have to draw this figure very carefully and neatly. First point A, -1, 6. The x coordinate, abscissa, is negative and y coordinate is positive. If x coordinate is negative, you know that this is x axis and this is y axis. This is x coordinate positive side and this is negative side. So if x coordinate is -1, then it will be here, and y coordinate is 6, positive 6. This is positive part of y axis and this is negative part of y axis. So negative, positive 6 comes here. So this just against 1. You can draw a dotted line if you want. We are locating, and from 6 we are drawing like this. So this point, that point is -1 and 6. Here we write that coordinate. So in this way, first point we have located. Next, the x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. X coordinate positive here and y coordinate negative part this one. So here x coordinate is 7. Therefore from 7 we have to draw dotted line up to where? Up to this 2 here. Using scale you have to draw straight line. So everybody should use a scale, and here we can write 7 and negative 2 coordinate points. So this point is 7, negative 2, that is the second one. And next, both negative, x coordinate is negative, y coordinate is negative. That is in third quadrant. So x coordinate, that is negative here. So here to here you have to draw, and y coordinate also negative. So you can plot the point here, and this is this point where both this line intersect. That is the point, coordinate point. Therefore we write here 4 and 4. And next, x coordinate positive, that means it lies here, and y coordinate negative 2, that means 3 and y coordinate negative 2. This is the point. Then we write 3 and negative 2, this point. And next, 0, 0, you know that 0, 0. X coordinate and y coordinate are 0, that is lies in the origin. That means 0, 0, that is origin. If every point, one property is that every point that lies on an x-axis is coordinate, y coordinate will be 0, and if every point that lies on y-axis is x coordinate will be 0. And next, last point, negative 3 and 5. X coordinate is negative 3, so it may be here, and y coordinate is 5, that means positive 5. So here it lies. Just against 5, here this point that is represent negative 3 and 5. So students, in this way we located a point on a Cartesian plane. I think you understood how to locate a point on a Cartesian plane. This you do in your copy neatly. Student, next question number 4. Look at the question. Determine the quadrant where the following points lie. Some points are given here. You have to decide on which quadrant these points lie. How to understand that? We see both coordinate points, that means abscissa and ordinate. Look at here. Here point A, abscissa and ordinate, both are positive numbers. That means if both are positive, you know that they lie on first two quadrants. So here it lies on first two quadrants. And here x coordinate and y coordinate both are negative, so that lies in third quadrant. And here x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. That means it lies in second quadrant. And here x coordinate is negative. This also in second quadrant. And here x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. That means in fourth quadrant. And here point Q, that x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. This also lies in fourth quadrant. So I think you understood this question. This you how to write in your graph book. Then students, next question is question number 5. Here one graph is given and some points also given here. You have to write the coordinate points of P, Q, R and S from the graph. Here P, Q, R and S. 4 points are given. Write the coordinate of that points. Coordinate means x coordinate and y coordinate. How to do that? Here you see that first of all we take P, and P is here. We draw a line, a horizontal line from here to P and from P to 3. So we reach x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 4. So the coordinate of P is 3 and 4. And next Q. From Q we draw a line to the x axis, so it reached 5, and from here we draw a line to here, dotted line to this, then it reaches 3. That means 5 and negative 3. That's the coordinate of Q. And next here PQR. Here R, from R we draw a perpendicular line to the x-axis, then it reaches 6, negative 6, and here we draw a dotted line to here, then it reaches 5. So here coordinate points are negative 6 and negative 5. Negative 6 and negative 5. And next here S, and here you can see that S lies on x-axis. Here x coordinate is negative y and negative 4, and y coordinate is 0. So in this way, students, we can find out the coordinate of any points on a Cartesian plane. This is known as Cartesian planes, and in this way we locate the points on a Cartesian plane. So students, today we have learned about what is a Cartesian plane, what is coordinate axis, what is abscissa, what is ordinate, and what is origin, and how to plot the points on a Cartesian planes. This you have studied today. I think all of you have understood very well. And in this, one more question is there, that is question number 5. That question number 5, plot the given points on a Cartesian plane. Some points are given on a graph paper. You have to locate on a Cartesian plane. You have to locate this point and then answer the questions. So that's a homework for you. Question number 6, that is a homework for you. Everybody should do this homework on a graph paper. And in a graph paper, you have to use pencil and scale and draw neatly. And everybody should do all the works daily so that there should not be any pending work. So students, I think that today you understood the class very well, and hope that everybody understood it very well, and there is no doubt. And if anybody has any doubt regarding anything that you have studied today, so you can connect me through Google Meet and you can clear your doubts. So after the class there will be Google Meet. Every student is necessary to attend the Google Meet so that you can clear your doubts and you can understand it very well. Okay, have a nice day to everyone. Today we are going to wind up our online class. Have a nice day once again to everyone.